morning, everybody. For today's video, I am going to be demoing for you how I use the Guerlain Meteorites Pearls Powder. I apologize that this won't be done in a natural light setting. I really wanted to, but it is still dark outside, so we are stuck with the lighting I have here. And I will be popping back on later like I did last week to talk to you guys about the product. I am just getting my makeup ready for the day right now, so I thought I would demo my use of it while I'm doing this. Same as last week, I'll go ahead and let you know what I already have on my face. I'm using the tried and true favorite, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation today. I am color 1N2. The color is Ecru or Ecru for those who are interested. Underneath my eyes, I have on the Armani High Precision Retouch Concealer in shade number 1. This I actually kind of did a mini review of when I reviewed the Armani Power Fabric Foundation, so I will link that video down below. I have set most of my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in shade 110 Porcelain. And I'm still obsessed with this guy. This is the Lancome Blush and Bronzer Harmony palette from their Summer 2017 collection that I reviewed last week. And I've got that on my cheeks as well. So the way that I like to use the Pearls of Powder, I have heard everything from put it all over your face to use it as a highlighter. I personally find it too subtle to be used as a highlighter just at the top of the cheekbone unless you really layer it up. So what I like to do is take this is an Old Bare Essentials Flawless Face Brush, and I will swirl this into the pearls like so. And rather than use it as a setting powder all over my face, I like to do more than highlight but less than set everything. So I will start on my cheek here, and I take it around and down the center of my face where the light mostly will hit. So you can see a little bit. Again, this is not really a highlighter proper. It is more of a blurring powder, is how I would describe it. So you can see this side just has a little bit more of a sheen, a little bit more of a light reflective effect than this side of my face does. And go ahead and get it on both sides here. And as you can see, I'm kind of just slopping it onto my cheeks here. The nice thing about it is you don't have to be too precise, which again, you know me and I love how I can save time with cosmetic products wherever I can. So this is mostly what I do with it. And what I like about it as well is there's so much product in here that no matter how much I put on, I feel like I'm never gonna get to the bottom of this, which is kind of nice because it was $62, I think. So you can kind of see how it has that blurring, sort of filtering effect on your cheeks. It sort of blurs your pores. The fact that the pearls are kind of multicolored, it does serve a bit of a color correcting purpose as well. This is in shade 3, the medium, and I will talk to you guys a little bit more about that later. I think that the shade number 1, or maybe it's shade number 2, maybe has even more of a color correcting effect. But this one I think just makes me look a little bit more luminous. Again, it is not gonna be a very wet, strong highlighter if that's what you're looking for. I think you would really need to layer it up to get that effect on your cheek, but I have been leaning towards a more natural cosmetic effect lately, as you may have seen with the Givenchy foundation I just reviewed, with just using the multitasking products like the Lancome, sort of the middle coverage foundations as opposed to the full coverage foundations, although not today. Today I'm wearing my Double Wear. So yeah, for a more natural, luminous effect without it being very obvious that, oh, she has highlighter on, I think this product is fantastic. So that is my demo of how I use this. I will pop back on later in natural light to kind of give you guys a better view of what it looks like, maybe touch it up a little bit in the natural light and talk to you a little bit more in depth about the product. But for now, I have to get going before the sun gets up. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, I'm back later the same day with humidity hair, so forgive that. And I just wanted to go ahead and touch up using the Guerlain Pearls, show you guys that now that we are sitting here in natural light. We do have some cloud cover, but it's more natural than the lighting I was using this morning. So just gonna go back in really quick and do the same thing that I did this morning, kind of all over the cheek and down the center. Just in case there's anything here showing up, any difference that this will make that you guys can see. I do feel like that does still offer kind of a nice blurring effect. It does smell absolutely incredible. So I was kind of looking at my skin more throughout the day today in anticipation of coming home and filming this for you guys tonight. And blurring effect, I think, is the term that I've settled on for this powder. It, as I said, is not really a highlighter. I don't use it all over my face as a setting powder. You can see it's not really even so much light reflecting as it is light infusing, I would say. I don't think that it does what a highlighter does in the sense that the light hits it and bounces back at your eye as you're looking at it. I think it almost kind of like sucks the light in and sort of diffuses it across your skin, so it sort of hangs on to that light and gives you a more illuminated look, if that makes sense. So I really like it for that purpose. I think it really gives your skin a very fresh appearance, very awake, very healthy, without going across the line into being a glow. 25 grams net weight. There is so much product in here. With those pearls, I honestly kind of question whether anyone in the history of this product has ever actually used it all up, and if they have, how long that's taken them to do. To be fair, it does take me a long time to hit pan even on my compact powders, but just really impressed with the quantity of product that you get in this. I also really like the display. I'm not really big on critiquing packaging per se, but what I really like about it, I don't know if this little puff that comes in the top is supposed to be used for application, but it kind of just sets down in right over top of those pearls, and then the way the lid goes in, it kind of smushes it into place. So they're not really shaking around in there, so I feel definitely very safe traveling with this, which is really, really nice. Something that comes in a more fragile format, like those little pearls, I think would be more susceptible to crumbling or breaking, and this makes me feel much, much safer about it. I suppose that just for the sake of a quick product comparison, I don't really have anything that has quite the same finish as this, but you've heard me talk in previous videos about this guy here, which is just getting reflected. This is the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder. So again, this was more of a highlighter than their traditional ambient light powders. And you've heard me talk about this before in just the sense that it's a very gentle highlighter. I use it on top of my liquid illuminators if I want to give it a little bit of an extra boost without it, again, being a super gleamy highlighter. I would say that the Guerlain pearls are probably about a step below the kind of highlight that you get from this, maybe a couple steps below. So just comparing it to something that I've talked about before in my videos, so if you've been with me for a while, you can kind of get a little bit more of a comparison as to where I stand on these products. That said, would I recommend it? I think it kind of depends. It's a really expensive product, like I said. It took me over a year to actually pony up and buy it, just because I wasn't sure that it would be a dramatic enough difference in my makeup routine to be worth the cost. For me it is, especially right now since I'm in a very natural phase with my makeup. What is happening here? This is ridiculous. Is it better? Worse? I don't know. Anyway, being that I'm into a more natural look right now, I think that it's definitely worth it. If you're somebody who doesn't necessarily like to roll their face in a whole bunch of makeup every morning, but you do want a lifted, fresher look, I think that this is worth every penny. If you're somebody who doesn't really go for the subtle products, if you want to put something on your face, you want to see a difference, you want it to be noticeable, yes, she is wearing that product, then this probably isn't for you. So as far as where to invest your money, totally depends on what you're going for. If this is the kind of product that you like, it's absolutely worth the splurge. If it's not, don't waste your money. So that is where I'm going to wrap up this video on the Guerlain Meteorites Pearls of Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and preview next week's product for you. Product in the sense that yes, you can buy it, but no, it's not a typical one of my reviews. So here's what it is. It is an at-home facial steaming product. I got it on Amazon.com. I'll tell you a little bit more about that next week. And I use this as part of my new skincare routine. So I want to tell you guys a little bit more about that, how often I use it, what I feel it does for me, what the benefits are, etc. So pop down below and click subscribe so you'll see when that video drops. And I will also be back with you on Monday with another workout video. If you haven't checked those out, definitely go into my videos. I'll link the first two that I've done in the description box below so you can get right to them. But if that interests you as well, definitely click subscribe, go over to the blog, make sure you're staying up to date on the new recipes and things that I'm sharing in my lifestyle and fitness categories. And yeah, lots of changes going on right now with my channel and my social media in general. So anyway, that's enough of that. I appreciate your time. I love that you guys spend it with me. I know how valuable it is. So thank you so much for that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.